Once again, good morning. Welcome to Labadi Beach Hotel for this very important event. It's the launch of the 2025 AMC TICON Africa Conferences. My name is Kafui Day. To today's event. And with events like this, people like to sit in their own corners and just basically be to themselves. So I would like you to just basically take out your phone. Please take out your phones. Yes, and take a selfie. Take a selfie. Using is what? What are our hashtags that we'll use to post? Hashtag AMC, hashtag TICON, okay? So first you take a selfie of yourself, then you take a selfie with the person closest to you, all right? Yes. Yeah. For those of you who don't want to do selfies, you can ask your neighbors, they'll show you. Take a selfie with a neighbor. Take a selfie with somebody you haven't spoken to today. It may necessitate you moving from your chair to go meet the person, connect with the person, introduce yourself to them, take the selfie, get their number, send the selfie to them. No need for business cards, okay? Network with at least one person that you... One person. There you go. This shouldn't take too long. It's very pain-free. Yes. Pain-free. With one person you don't know. This microphone is not doing me justice. So can you change it? Kindly use it. Yeah. Event. I just want to acknowledge all of you who are here and also do an initial round of acknowledgements. Board member of IIPGH, Professor Ebo Hinson, is here with us. We also have, yes, okay. All right. I'll run all of them. The one I finish, I'll give you the cue, then you can clap for all of them. Mr. Ambrosiana is Executive Chair of IDEC Digital. We have executives of AMC and TICON here with us. We have the CEO of CIMG, Mr. Kwabna Ejikum. We have the Vice President of CIMG, Ms. Amma Amoa. We also have the Secretary General of TICON Africa, Yani Zaiman, who's here with us. President of TICON Africa, David Govu. Also, we have the Secretary General of AMC, David Balikudembe. And now the big round of applause can come for all of them. Thank you. We will start our proceedings with a conference video just to give you a flavor of what is to come.
It all began in 2022 in the heart of Zimbabwe, where visionaries and changemakers gathered for the very first AMC conference. A bold platform was born, one focused on advancing ideas, connecting minds, and shaping the future of Africa through innovation and collaboration. In 2023, AMC returned for its second edition. Bigger, bolder, and more ambitious, it was here that TICON Africa was introduced, bringing a new layer of thought leadership and technical insight. Two forces, united by purpose, now sharing one journey. By 2024, AMC and TICON Africa came together as one powerful combined conference. It was a celebration of synergy, where academia met industry and technology met vision. A full-scale collaboration that sparked new partnerships and deeper impact across the continent. And now in 2025, the journey continues, this time in Ghana. The AMC and TICON Africa Conference returns not just as an event, but as a movement, one that's growing, evolving, and rewriting the future together.
So we need to respect knowledge until Africans start to apply knowledge.
The next generation of exponential growth in business is where marketing and ICT comes together.
We can advance ICT solutions for sustainable development.
So we need to think different. We need to begin to be very deliberate, collaborate.
Have a big hand of applause. We need to start doing things like this. All right, so why are we gathered here? Somewhere in October 2022, a concept was birthed where marketers across Africa that have been engaging for over a decade decided to have their first conference in the beautiful city of Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe. Then, at that meeting, we started contemplating on the concept of another Pan-African professional association. So about 5 professional associations from 5 different countries were invited to participate in the first or inaugural AMC conference in Zimbabwe. And you can see in the picture, we're there just having fun, but something also happened. Whilst the conference was ongoing, these professionals from these 5 African countries also sat in a different room and started strategizing on how to set up an IT Pan-African association. And by the end of that conference, we birthed the TICON Africa as a sister association of AMC. So in October 2022, we then have TICON Africa, and I was privileged to be elected the president or the first president of the association. Thank you. But it did not just end there. We realized that this is a good concept, so we quickly moved from there and agreed that we'll move to the next country. And the obvious country then, because of their active participation at the conference in Zimbabwe, was Uganda. So in 2023, we all gathered in Uganda, and then we started the second conference of AMC. And if you see on this screen, let him see. So the reason why I'm putting this picture up is that Ghana has been actively involved in the formation of both AMC and TICON Africa. And we are excited that after 3 years, the 4th year of the conference, we are hosting it. Because we've CIMG is a founding member of AMC, and the Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana is also a founding member of TICON Africa. And you can see on your screen, Professor Ebohon Hinson, and I showed the previous slide. Okay, I'll go back to that. Oh, it's my, oh. If I go back to that, you see on my first screen, you can see him there. At the first AMC conference in Zimbabwe. Fast forward, 2023, he came back again as the keynote speaker in Entebbe. And you can see a lot of prominent thought leaders in both marketing and technology involved in this Pan-African movement. And here you can see Mr. Yao Insako, who is also a distinguished professional in this space. He was also there in Entebbe. And we had a very good conference organized by the Secretary General of AMC and the Vice President of TICON Africa. And that conference gave birth, or we had our first or inaugural TICON Africa Conference. And again, we had very successful professionals in Ghana participating in the TICON Africa Conference. We had our own Prof. Fred Mabagan-Lore, who is the president of Academic City University and the board chair of the Institute of ICT Professionals, being the who gave the keynote address at the TICON Africa Inaugural Conference in Entebbe, Uganda. We had fun, we learned a lot, but we started building a movement. So this is the leadership team of TICON Africa, the president, the vice president, and the secretary general. And we had a big delegation of professionals from Ghana attending the conference in Uganda. And it has been like that, even last year, a very big delegation from Ghana attending the conference. And this is because Ghanaians and professionals in Ghana believe in the Pan-African movement. So we ended the inaugural conference on a very high note, and then we moved straight to Kenya, where we had the second TICON African Conference and the third AMC Conference in Kenya. It was also a very successful conference. Again, we had professionals from marketing and technology participating in the AMC and TICON Africa Conference in the beautiful coastal city of Mombasa, Kenya. We also had fun, beach parties, cultural activities, and others. And we believe that in Ghana, we are going to do more. Okay. Now, I think we are getting closer to why we are here. So after successful conferences in Zimbabwe, in Uganda, and Kenya, CIMG and the Institute of ICT Professionals, it's just right for Ghana to host the next conference. So we're giving the baton to host the conference in Ghana, whilst we're ending the Kenyan conference. We moved straight into action. We started conversations with, I'll say arguably the best hospitality hotel in Ghana, Labadi Beach Hotel. Let's give them a big hand of applause. And we signed a partnership at a lot of people registered and ready for an impactful conference in August. So now, why this conference? This conference is not a combined conference. This is a conference for marketing professionals on one side and technology professionals on the other. However, I should go behind the corner. Okay. However, we realize that there's a need for us to do some things in common. There's a need for us to learn from each other, need for us to understand the marketing concepts and also how technology can enable business. That is why we have this conference. So we have a joint plenary where marketing professionals, technology professionals all sit together with a common goal, and then we go into our separate conference room where we deal into the details of our various conferences. And we are expecting 500 plus delegates here in Ghana to be hosted by two distinguished professional bodies, the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, CIMG, and the Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana, IIPGH. So, whilst we have two conferences, as I mentioned, the ultimate goal is to use technology and marketing to develop our continent. This is also an opportunity for businesses to sponsor an initiative like this. It's an opportunity for your brand to go Pan-African. It's an opportunity for you to connect with professionals across the African continent and also to sell your product and services across borders. So we are inviting businesses to partner AMC and TICON Africa to deliver an unforgettable conference here in Ghana. So we are looking at C-level executives from corporate bodies. We're also looking at our regulators, government officials, and policymakers, because they are so important. And you will definitely connect with others across the continent. One of the things we do in this conference is also to give our entrepreneurs the platform to showcase their products and services. So it's important as an entrepreneur to be part of this initiative. There will be big synergies among various stakeholders, and we have a common goal. It is also an opportunity to showcase Ghana, our rich culture. If you want to sponsor, we have sponsorship for platinum up to the lowest end. And if you open your booklet, you have the spreadsheet, and you are guaranteed to reach the audience that you desperately want to reach. And let's do this together. This conference is also not just about slides, speeches, and exchange of cards. It's also an opportunity for us to showcase our country. I would say, as a Ghanaian, we enjoyed ourselves in Zimbabwe, in Uganda. I remember myself and Professor Abohinson playing drums in Zimbabwe, Boma, and in Kampala. You can see there the Ghanaian delegation in our African wear. So we don't expect anything less when it comes to Ghana. I believe we'll be able to put up a very good show. We also have sites, tourist sites that a lot of Africans want to come here to see. One of them, just very close to this place, is the Christiansborg Castle, the former seat of government, and a place that has a lot of history of slave trade, and other things that happened in the past. And those online, those who are joining us, and I even know some people in Ghana have not entered that place before, so this is an opportunity for you to go and see where our seat of government. So it's important that you sign up and be part of this conference. It's 2025. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. for teasing those of you who haven't been to any of the conferences with all the good stuff that happened there. He also, I want to remind you that we also have some chocolates in your conference document. So this is the first time I've went to a conference and you have chocolates inside. I've dealt with mine already, very nice. Made in Ghana, cocoa, so enjoy yours as well. We have a couple of keynote speeches that we two of them are online. They're yet to come on, so will Helen and Oliver make sure that Helen and Nigel make sure that they get online for us. We will start with hearing from a distinguished leader in African ICT education and professional development, serving as Secretary General of TICON Africa, a Pan-African body uniting ICT professionals across the continent, and is also the Chief Executive for Education and Academic Collaboration at Belgium Campus IT-versity. Our speaker played a pivotal role in founding TICON Africa in 2022, spearheading initiatives such as the Women in ICT, and organizing major conferences to promote digital inclusion, AI, and cybersecurity. His work emphasizes cross-border collaboration and capacity building to advance Africa's digital transformation. Let's put our hands together for a warm round of applause for Dr. Yanni Zaiman.
Good morning, everybody. Wonderful to meet all of you, see all of you on what really promised to be an amazing occasion. So, what we would like to share with you is a little bit about TICON Africa. And we have a number of countries. Many of them are online this morning, and we greet them as well. Make them feel very welcome to be part of this conference. And there's about 6 new countries that we are currently engaging with, and hopefully they will be able to join us before the conference so that we can welcome new country members to our amazing conference here in Ghana. There you can see the logos of these countries. We have a number of membership categories, as you can see. So we have statutory members, the founders of the institution, primary members, either industry or professional bodies in various countries, corporate members, where we want to bring in corporate as well, associate members, affiliate members, and obviously get a number of members through these various categories then as well. So our conference theme is enabling Africa's tech, future innovation, standards, and global influence. And it is of the opinion of the leadership of TICON Africa that it is crucial for Africa at this particular point to capture the continent's need to harness innovation, digital standards, and assert its influence in shaping the global tech landscape and rapid technology. So you can see the sub-themes that we will have. We have 5 sub-themes, and this will be presented in an expert-led workshop mode, where experts will present and engage the audiences so that at the end of the conference, every single delegate leave the conference with serious knowledge gain and a lot of camaraderie that we will be able to build here in Accra and then obviously across the continent. What are we comprising of? We have a number of committees that you will see over there. We have got an events committee that look after the conference, do seminars and support local organizations, even where they want to make arrangements. Then we have a research committee where we will do continental research, webinars, and support in becoming professional bodies. We are in the process of assisting 2 countries at this particular point in time. Then we are very excited about our publications committee. We have 4 newsletters per annum, and for the first time we will launch here in Accra our own TICON Africa IT magazine. And that's going to be both in hard copy as well as online. We look forward to companies over here to provide us with advertisements, with articles, thought-provoking articles, telling us what you are busy with. This is going to be a publication that we will have 4 times a year. So the first one will then be in August here at the conference. The second one will be towards the end of the year, post-conference. And we really look forward to contributions from you as well. Then we've got a very strong education and training committee as well, where we will provide professional development courses. Many higher education institutions tell us that it is very difficult for students to do the transition from a theoretical background into the world of work. And this is something that we will also assist with to create that particular bridge. We are working also with a number of countries, Brazil and China in particular, on the BRICS side, where they are busy with 33 standards across the ICT spectrum. And what we are doing is we bring those standards and what is applicable to us here in Africa, and we would love to have a universal ICT standards across the continent, and many of our member countries are participating in that. So very, very interesting things that are happening at the moment, and we really think that this institution can be a very, very significant force and useful for the various institutions, companies, as well as academia, as well as governments that we can move forward with. We also have 3 chapters, a Women in TICON chapter, and they will drive gender equity by empowering women in ICT through leadership development, mentorship, and advocacy, ensuring their full participation in the Africa digital transformation era. Compliance chapter, which is very, very important, as you know, with cybersecurity. So here we sit with the youth. If we can empower our youth, they can make a massive contribution towards the economies of the various countries globally, and that's something that we need to work on very, very hard. We have the ICT Company of the Year Award, where we will recognize a company in a member country demonstrating exceptional innovation. Startup of the Year Award, companies less than 3 years old that made significant impact. The ICT Professional of the Year Award. The Women in Tech Excellence Award, which links very well back to our chapter that we have. And then the Young ICT Trailblazer under the age of 35. And we also want to acknowledge what governments are doing, Public Sector ICT Innovation Award, and then Social Impact through ICT Award, Excellence in Cybersecurity, AI and Emerging Tech Innovation, and then the Professional Body of the Year Award in one of our member countries that made a significant improvement, and then Lifetime Achievement in ICT, where we will recognize institutions and companies, and this is probably a very, very important one that we will recognize. So the award adjudication process, it opens on the 1st of June, closes on the 1st of July. And then there are submission requirements. A judging panel final decision will be based on the evaluation criteria, and they will get a trophy. They will get a opportunity, speaking opportunities. They will get, in our November magazine, they will get a significant write-up, and we will do press releases as well. So very important process. The next one is just an indication. For example, if we look at the lifetime achievement in ICT, minimum 25 years with ICT with consistent leadership, national influence in policy, education, business innovation, lasting contributions and knowledge transfer, national, international honors and accolades, integrity, resilience, and ethical leadership. Just to give you some indication of the criteria that we will have there. So we look forward to something which will be amazing. And this is how we feel about this conference. It's not just a conference, it's a continental experience that this institution will have here in Ghana. Drive innovation, drive unity amongst the various countries and their ICT sectors and Africa's tech rise. Thank you so much.
Reach up the producer.
Many thanks, Dr. Zaiman, for your keynote address. Our second speaker is a seasoned marketing professional with over 20 years of experience across such sectors as real estate, banking, event management, and business development, currently serving as Vice President of Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, having been elected in February of 2025. Our speaker is a member of the Chartered Institute of Marketing UK and holds credentials in business and strategy, brand communication, and customer service. In her role at CIMG, she's committed to enhancing the Institute's reputation, fostering innovation, and supporting member development. Let's welcome Vice President of CIMG, Ama Amwa.
The gifted producer.
Hello, everyone. Okay. In Ghana, we say akwaba to all our friends from the other countries. So, akwaba, and you respond, yeah, yay. Thank you. All right. Good morning. All protocol observed. It is a great privilege to gather in the name of marketing, and today feels particularly a special day. We are not just launching a conference, we are igniting a movement right here in Accra. As a Vice President of the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, I am thrilled that Ghana will proudly host the African Marketing Confederation and TICON Africa Conference in August. Accra will become the meeting point for Africa's biggest marketing minds and boldest tech innovators. We have carefully curated this year's theme and topics based on inputs from marketing practitioners across the continent. Our goal is to explore the intersection of marketing and technology, also to drive sustainable growth for businesses and organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, marketing is basically the essence of life, the essence of business, the essence of our community, the essence of our country, and the essence of globalization. Can I get a witness to this? Thank you. Some thought-provoking questions come to mind. Why do nearly 75% of Africans access the internet primarily on their mobile phones? Yet, we have many brands, many billboards, many jingles all around. Why do over 70% of online shoppers abandon their cart, even when their favorite items is just one click away. This is about technology. This is about marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, our key highlight for our conference will focus on thought-provoking discussion on AI-driven AI marketing, short-form video dominance, purpose-driven marketing, retail realities, and many more. It will focus on innovative solutions showcased by Africa's leading tech innovators. It will highlight on collaborations, opportunities with key players, that marketing is about humanness. To our potential sponsors and partners, such as women-oriented organizations, the biggest conversation on marketing and technology. To all Ghanaian companies out there and represented here today, let us show up. Let us fill up the space. And to my fellow marketers, don't just attend, don't just listen, get involved, speak about this, connect, leverage, and share your story. This is why this conference is being organized. We don't want it to be just a one-day thing. We want it to be a lifetime thing where impact is expressed. We are shaping the future of marketing and technology in Africa. Partner with us today and let us drive innovation. Let us drive growth. Let us drive sustainability and success together. We could have paid so much for this conference to travel out there, but thanks to God, it is here in Ghana. Let us take advantage and make this program a success. Yes, of course, join us on the AMC TICON 2025 conference, where Africa's biggest marketing minds and tech innovators will converge. We hope to see you, and not just seeing you, but we want to see you partnering with us, because this is our time to make impact. Remember, my closing note: life, business, even our relationship is about growth. It's about sustainability. It's about profitability. It's about generational impact, proudness. On that note, we hope to see you in August. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ama Amwa, for your inspiring address. We'd like to acknowledge a few more of you here. Dr. Prince Kofi Klujesin is here with us, Executive Chairman of CELTEL. We also have Mr. Francis Tadzi, former Executive Director at AAG and the President of the UEPSA Global Alumni. Good to have you all here. Our next speaker is a Chartered Marketer and the Secretary General of the African Marketing Confederation, where he also serves as Vice President for East Africa. Formerly President of the Uganda Marketing Society, he's founder and Chief Growth Officer of CEBS, a firm specializing in market research and tech-driven. Welcome, Mr. David Balekudembe, Secretary General, AMC.
Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. So my two leaders, the CEO of the AMC and the President, were supposed to speak before me, but they are unable to join because they are, the President is trying to transit somewhere, so they are not able to speak. So you can imagine I'm a bit on tension, speak on behalf of my two bosses. But I will, I've been well trained by Professor Ibo, so I'll wing it. So good morning, everyone. And first of all, I'd like to acknowledge friends and partners who made it here physically this morning, I know it's a Thursday morning, it's a busy time, but you set aside the time to come and join us. I know the invites were on short notice, so we really appreciate you for joining us this morning. I'd like to also acknowledge and appreciate the friends online across Africa. I know most of our member countries have logged in to follow proceedings virtually. So we see you. Thanks for making time. For some, it's a bit too early. For some, it's a little late in the day, but they have made the time to join us. I'd like to recognize some special partners. Our venue sponsor, Labadi Beach Hotel, represented by the CEO himself, my namesake. Thank you so much for working with us. Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, working with us to promote the continent and the AMC. Ghana Tourism Authority, of course, we are looking to work with you in a very big way to tell the Ghanaian stories, because it has grown a tradition of the AMC that wherever the conference goes, we don't want the delegates to go back the same way they came. They need to go when they know, the sights and sounds, something about the host country that they can go and tell, when they go back home. So maybe one day they can come back with family, with friends, they can bring a conference, they can bring an event because of the experience and feeling that they got when they were hosted there. I'd like to recognize a special category, and these are people who have repeatedly attended our events. So if you know you have attended one previous AMC or TICON Africa Conference, I'd like you to put up your hand. Okay. Okay. If you have attended two, please put up your hand. Thank you so much. I know some are taking coffee outside. And if you have attended three, please put up your hand. Awesome. So in marketing, we value repeat customers. So those are the people who are our advocates. They buy again and again. It's not difficult to sell to them. So we appreciate you, and we hope you will make the fourth time or the third time, depending on how you, on which number you are at. About the AMC, so the African Marketing Confederation, very quickly, is and this is a part that was supposed to be done by the president, but it's the umbrella body. So it's a body that mirrors TICON Africa. It's an umbrella body that brings together all marketers associations or formal groupings across Africa. We are about 19 countries now, from South, Eastern, Western, and North Africa. In North Africa, I have Tunisia and Morocco. The whole of East Africa are members. I'll not list the countries. It's not a geography lesson. Southern Africa, because it was founded there, so quite a number of members. And the mission is really to grow together, elevate the profession, standardization, ethical practices, standardize competences across Africa, so that if you are a qualified marketer in Ghana, you can go and practice in South Africa. You can go and practice in Morocco, because we have mapped qualifications across the different markets. And if you are a professional marketer across Africa, you can be recognized elsewhere. Some of the key elements of the conference, I'll not repeat what has been said already, but apart from the obvious, great speakers, of course. Last year we had the likes of Professor Philip Kotler. We had a famous author, a guy called Hamawan Katajaya from Indonesia, who has authored 14 marketing textbooks alongside Professor Philip Kotler. We had the president of the Asia Marketing Federation. We had amazing speakers, some from here in Ghana, Nigeria, and across the country. So that is a given. That is expected of us. I should not even be mentioning it. But we are also famous for social and networking activities. We really curate engaging and memorable networking activities. And that's why we are excited to partner with the Ghana Tourism Authority to put together events that people will talk about for a while, about the host country, about the people, the food, the culture, the dance, the dress. I hope to get one of those. When I first saw it, I thought it was a blouse, but I hope I get one of those before I leave. But it's really important that people get to understand the culture, because we are saying, as marketers, we are struggling cross-culturally. From here, you struggle to sell in the neighboring country because of these little cultural nuances. So we use conference as a platform to open up these spaces so that we can indeed be one global village, one big market. The other element is the Marketing Africa AMC Awards. As a professional body, you cannot shy away from recognizing and rewarding excellent or exceptional work. So we have a whole list of awards. Very soon the platform will be opening for brands, marketers, creatives to submit their previous work that they feel has gone over and above the call of duty and impacted not only the bottom line but also society. So these are very, very prestigious awards, and one of the highlights at the closing ceremony on 22nd August, we'll be recognizing such exceptional marketers. Now, in terms of creating value for our members, we try and do that. We are trying to do that through three focal pillars. One of them is events and partnerships, so something like Confederation, to come up with qualifications that are recognized across the 3 continents. And what we're trying to put together is the Chartered Professional Marketer Africa, so that Certified Professional Marketer Africa, so that we look at the Asian content, we look at the European Bank, British Art Institute, which is good, it's nice to know. But how do I apply it to an actual business problem here? So that's what we're trying to do, to sort of standardize qualifications and have our own qualifications for our own marketing problems. The other one is research. We're trying to do syndicated research. What is the next big thing in terms of marketing and digital marketing? So that's a big one that we are trying to work on. And of course, in terms of publication, we have a quarterly magazine, Strategic Marketing for Africa, but we are hoping to publish more and tell our stories, in a very engaging and authentic way. There are about 3 big announcements that are going to be made at the conference in August. One of them is that it's easier to sell countries, the biggest economies of the world. You have populations. There's one big destination. They go to Victoria Falls, see Mombasa, and go back to Europe from that. So that's a big one that we're going to be. So thank you so much for joining us. And
Akwaba, and welcome to Ghana, the center of great fun, entertainment, and leisure. Rediscover yourself. Endless thrilling and breathtaking adventure. Experience the culture, the warmth, and
this is where we were all born. This is where we live our best life to be forever. I can't be
developing and always where you can join. Thank you very much,
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Martin.
The airtime and the data, we build infrastructure. Basically, I would have been here in person, but due to some ecosystem, I've not yet opened to the tech. Thank you.